Sun, moon, stars,
It's a dark night, 2-0. So, you see the beacon of light through that black hole? Greetings, suns, moons, and of course, I have to welcome back all my stars. We're going to go ahead and get into channeling this energy. Today's daily affirmation is the sun shall rise again. The reason why? Because it always does. Now, on to the reading. Now, first off, I'd like to thank all of my members, but specifically for Tier 3. You're being appointed to do some spiritual work. Now, for the members that are already there, I got your back wholeheartedly. However, in the coming months, there's going to be an addition. Now, if you've been thinking about upgrading, now is the time to do so. Now, because I know that this reading involves my stars, what I'm going to tell you right now is any information that comes from me is for the purpose of uplifting my supporters that are viewers and especially my members. Now, if you are someone that has recently contributed to a viewer-donated reading, I appreciate you also. Now, if you are on Tier 3 specifically, something was communicated about you behind your back. Now, this may have taken place inside someone else's home. Now, for a specific person, this is involving your career. However, at the current moment, you're not aware that you're going to switch focus. Now, this moon energy directly in front of us on the fence is talking about something that was did during a buck moon. Now, because this energy was already eradicated, I have to remind people that I am a shaman, and that means I am a healer too. So when you subscribe to my membership, you are constantly being cleansed. So this is the difference between my membership and someone else's. And this does include Tier 1 if God sees fit. Now, because I'm fully aware that someone feels like they are already protected by the God, what I'm going to tell you now is you are someone that has not even communicated with him. And because you have not communicated with him, you don't know what ascension is all about, nor do you know about a paradigm shift. Because when you go through several bouts of this type of paradigm ascension, you need more than just his word. And this is a fact. Now, there is also several members that have ascended so high that they are aware that my membership is a plus, in addition to their life. However, because someone feels like they could promote a $5 membership, what I'm going to tell you right now is that one is one of them. So when you go over there thinking you're going to get a copied version of my readings, don't come back because I'm not going to heal you. What you all need to be aware of is this chariot energy is my energy and it's a victory for a reason. Now I want to make it clear that when you do subscribe to that membership and you start having headaches, don't say it's because you left my channel. It is because you went directly to the one that has been talking to you in your sleep. Now, for those that are already aware of where I'm going with this reading, someone involved in a Hadasi felt like if they did a incantation during this buck moon, that they would take out several of my members. And what ended up happening was a reversal. Now, if you've recently subscribed to my channel, you are already aware that someone you know is doing real bad. And this is because they felt like if they watched the witchy content, that they could somehow get into a tussle with an archangel, and that didn't work out too well for them. Now, because someone feels like they can report anything that has anything to do with truth, what I'm going to tell about you is you recently parked your car near a meter. And when you parked there, the person that seen you park said, your registration is overdue. Now, if you feel like you should be the one to try to put a T on me, my advice is to get your registration did first. Now back to the reading, because none of this is talking about anything that you think you could do to me or any of my members, let alone my viewers, because it's a mixture of y'all that seem to think that if you watch my content that you are protected by the underworld, which is under instruction by the God. Now, if you feel like the underworld is going to protect you after you performed a hakatina on me, I am the ether, and you are sadly mistaken and delusional. Now, because this is also a viewer-donated pull, what I'm getting to is things being done at the same time. Now, you may have also bore witness to a Hadasi. However, because this family member is in a different state, you weren't aware at that time that they were on their way to the hospital. Now, this is because they are someone that keeps saying anyone that goes under, and you do know what I mean by under, is their ass. And you know that that ends with a vice. Now, as you can see at the bottom row, everything is in reverse that has anything to do with your healing and your home. Now, because I know someone is going to get the bright idea to say that all the light colors are in reverse too. Now, this is because at the time of this pull, nothing had been done yet. However, by the time you view this reading, it has already been cleansed. Now, if you feel like this chariot energy is you because your beautifully wrapped lemon is breaking down or has broken down, what this is getting to is the owner being fully aware of the gasket issue. Now, I'm going to put you up on game. I don't care what the make or model of a car is. If it has over 100,000 miles, it is a candidate for a breakdown. Now, this is a fact. Now, because I know that this is a frequency that needs to be cleansed, what needs to be said now is if you feel like this is your energy inside of this viewer-donated reading, what this is getting to is someone not being a divine feminine and someone not being a divine masculine. Now, this is something that was already known when they attempted to do a destiny swap, that they were not you. However, because they feel like you watch me, they're going to say in the future, and I'm going to say they are wrong. Now, regarding this temperance angel, like you like to call her, what this is talking about is you not having a guardian angel and you not being protected by the underworld. Now, I know that you're saying, who donated for this? And I'm going to tell you, the person that donated for this is already aware that this is happening to them by these people. And what this is, for those of you that are acting like you don't know what's happening here on this table, is an attempt to do a destiny swap. And not just that, someone wanted someone down bad. Now, if this is you that wanted someone to be down bad, what I'm getting for you is your car having an issue. And for someone else, that could be the person that is going to take you to work today, what I get for them is a tire going out. And this is because this is the energy of Final Destination. Now, to those that know they donated towards this reading, what this is getting to is you knowing all their business. Now, because I know they are a part of the 3-year coming to an end crew, what you need to know about them is someone is in prayer asking the God for forgiveness for trying to manipulate his angels of the light and the dark, and then attempting to scapegoat a clergy member. Now, if anyone has any questions about this person's character, I'm going to tell you right now, this is a narcissist. Now, for another Osterkale wannabe, what I'm getting for this person is they believe because they are the sign of transformation that they are the ones that should be promoted. And this is because they are a Scorpio. However, because they know that you are one too, they're going to say they are not the Leo. And this is because a Capricorn is fully aware that an Atom is also an archangel. And because of this, what I foresee in the coming months is someone going back for tutelage. Now, for everyone as a whole, regarding your ops, some are going back to an institution, and for a specific group that feel like they can't go on without someone else, they're going back to their narcissist. And as far as any other sign on this table, best believe that they know that they are the same sign as you. And because they know this, they're going to refer to you as their flying monkeys. And this is because you've already passed the test with flying colors. Now, in regards to this test, they test you all the time. They want to know if you're loyal. And I'm going to tell him right now that you're loyal to a fault. And this is because every time they ask you to do something, no matter if it's to your detriment, if something happens to you, you are still willing to do so without any benefits of being in a relationship with them. Although you're not the one that is in the midst of being replaced, you all are on the same frequency. And this is because you all believe that you are Aleister Crowley reincarnated. And because of this, you feel like you should have a stable of male and females. So what I'm going to tell you right now is I am the sun. And because I still rise, just like the sun, my members and my loyal supporters will always be protected. That is it. What is your name? What is your name? Sergisias Etha.